your dreams.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Genshin Impact video, and today we're going to be talking about Kirara, showcasing her, what I like about Kirara, all that good stuff. If you like the content, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It'd be really appreciated. So, I have Kirara here at level 90, max HP at 42,575. I'm only using this weapon because I have no HP weapon and it looks good on her. Artifacts I'm running is 2-piece Millilith, 2-piece Vorok Glow. So I basically just have HP on her, like on everything. HP. That's about it. She is C6. Her C4 is really good, and her talents are only 699. It could be a little bit higher, but I didn't farm the new world boss because I didn't think I'd be getting Kirara, but yeah. One thing I like about Kirara is her shield strength is really strong. It's not as strong as Lila's, I don't think, but either way, even though it's not as strong as Lila's, Kirara's shield's cooldown is only up to 7 to 8 seconds. So even if her shield does get destroyed, you'll be able to redeploy it pretty quickly. So I do think Kirara has the capability of replacing the healer in your team. Her shield does have a good quality of life when you use it in the overworld when you're climbing. You climb a little bit more quickly with her E skill, which is pretty nice. Her shield is going to be pretty useful when you're fighting against the consecrated beast enemies, since they do like to push you around a lot, especially if you do pair her up with Xingqiu, since Xingqiu's E can give you damage to interruption resistance, which is pretty good. I don't know how good Kirara is at C0, but I do know her C4 is just really good, and it's definitely worth pulling for if you really are interested in playing Kirara more efficiently. What her C4 does is whenever she uses her shield on your allies, and when your allies uses an attack, Kirara will do a Dendro coordinated attack, kind of similar to Raiden's E skill. So it's a pretty good consolation if you are considering doing reactions with Kirara, since her C4 is basically the only way for her to apply Dendro off the field. C6 is also really good for off-field Kirara, since she basically gives your party members 12% more elemental damage bonus whenever Kirara uses her skill or her burst. But if you can't afford the constellations, don't worry about it. There are more characters upcoming in the future, since Fontaine is literally right around the corner. But overall, I do think Kirara is a pretty fun character. I do have a DPS build. I might show that off later. I do think Kirara is one of the best 4-star Dendro characters in the game. She's a shielder. C4 is just really good. All you gotta do is just stack HP on Kirara and she's basically good to go. I think Kirara is better than Kolai because she just has better utility than what Kolai does. Kolai can be a little awkward to use because her E skill is, you basically just swing a boomerang and it comes back. Sometimes it will not hit the enemy because the enemy will just move around. Although the boomerang mechanic is pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie, but I do think it's a little awkward to use. Also, Kirara's burst is just really good. It has a really strong AoE. While Kolai's burst is basically as small as Amber's burst, it's a good burst, but it's just so fucking small. When I use Kolai against the consecrated beasts, those motherfuckers just get out of the fucking circle because it's just so fucking small. Kirara just has a better burst because the AoE is just so big, a lot of enemies will get hit by it. I'm not saying Kolai is trash. She does have some pretty good uses. She is a lot more useful than Amber. It was really fun to use Kolai when I was fighting against that Ruin Guard enemy that flies around a lot in the Abyss. So Kolai does have some pretty good uses. But I think Kirara just has better utility due to her shield strength. Kaveh, on the other hand, is just a Dendro 4-star DPS. I don't remember what his E skill does. I think it's just generic Dendro damage, but his burst is basically him infusing himself with Dendro, so he's basically like an on-field DPS. Overall, I do think Kirara is the best 4-star Dendro so far, although miHoYo does have like a close second. Both Kirara and miHoYo are just very easy to use and easy to build since they both use HP. Overall, Kirara is a pretty solid unit. I like her a lot. Pull for her if you really want her, but just keep in mind that Fontaine's right around the corner, so we might get some Fontaine characters. Anyway, that's gonna be the end of this video. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later.
Bye now. Come again soon.